As we all know, free agency comes before the draft, but everybody loves mock draft season. So today we are going to talk about 3 NFL analysts mock drafts when it comes to the Eagles' first round picks.
This is Philly Talk with Philly Mike. Talking sixes in the bird gang, that's I like. Competition, we ain't scared, yeah, that's what we like. Win or lose, you know we showing up and we gon' fight. You see we strive for the sky every day that go by. And every single week we screaming fly, Eagles fly. This is Philly Talk with Philly Mike, yeah. This is Philly Talk with Philly Mike, yeah.
What is going on, everybody? I go by Philly Mike, and this is the Philly Talk podcast. And today we got mock drafts, not by Philly Mike, not by the great community that we built up on YouTube, but by 3 NFL analysts. We got Mel Kiper, Bucky Brooks, and Daniel Jeremiah. Before we get into it, Eagle Nation, help your boy out and hit that like button, subscribe if you are new, and ding that notification bell so you know when these videos drop.
Keep that roots going, baby!
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, roots. Hey, what better way to build roots than to draft 3 stud first-round picks? Now, again, if you're new to this channel, you don't really know what we do. We do breakdown, comparison, draft profiles. We go live and ask you guys to pick the mock draft as we do it. We'll do some mock drafts too. Me, LB, me, and Battlebirds podcast. And we're going to have some of the young upcoming content creators on here to talk about their draft prospects. And I'm even going to do a top 10 board. A lot of things coming. And the first comparison is Nakobe Dean versus Devin Lloyd. Let me know in the comments where you stand. I'm not going to really respond to it because I don't want nobody to sway my comparison. But let's get into the first one. Who should we go first? Bucky Brooks, Daniel Jeremiah, or Mel Kiper? We'll go Bucky Brooks because his is more recent. He dropped his about 4 hours ago. So let's start with pick number 15, and you guys are going to be surprised. He got us taken. Kyle Hamilton, safety out of Notre Dame. He's a junior, and I know everybody's like, this is fake, this is fake. Let's hear what he said. The addition of playmaking safeties with range, ball skills, and thump would upgrade the Eagles secondary that could lose not just 1, but 2 safeties in the back end. And you're still thinking like, well, how is he falling to 15? I'm not pulling up his whole thing, but go ahead and look at it. I might leave the link in the description. He got a lot of offensive linemen. Lindenbaum, the Giants taking an offensive tackle. He got the Giants taking David Adobe. And I got to figure out how to say his name. But the edge rusher out of Michigan, of course, Thibodeaux and Hutchinson going up there. He got Amon Garner going up there. But he also got 3 quarterbacks, right? Pickett, Corral, one going to Washington, one going to Denver. So when you look at it and you think a lot of people can use a safety, so can they also use the offensive tackles, the pass rushers, and, of course, the quarterback. So in a crazy world, CeeDee Lamb slipped to 17. He got us taking Kyle Hamilton, just a stud pick if that could fall to us. Now, number 16, he got us selecting a wide receiver, Treylon Burks out of Arkansas, who's also a junior. He said with 3 first-round picks, the Eagles can afford to add another wide receiver to the lineup as a luxury item. Burks' size, strength, and ball skills would make him the perfect wide receiver, too, to pair with Devontae Smith on the outside. So him being physical, taller, a possession guy, a guy who can go up and get the 50-50 balls. I got to do my due diligence before I say it's a good pick or a bad pick, but y'all sometimes know more prospects than I do until I start doing my research because you guys watch college more than your boy Philly Mike. Let me know how you feel about this one. And last but not least, pick 19, Bucky Brooks. Got us taken Jermaine Johnson II, an edge rusher out of Florida State. He's a senior. The Eagles need to find a replacement for 33-year-old Brandon Graham on the edge, not to mention Derek Barnett hitting the open market. Johnson could get the call as an athletic pass rusher with a non-stop motor. Florida State pass rusher, let me know. Again, I seen some things. I know, of course, the Michigan guy, David Ajobu, and the Purdue guy, I want to say his name is George Latafis. I can't say it. You know your boy's bad with names, but all the names will be corrected before we get to actually doing mock drafts myself. So let me know what you give him. First round, he got us drafting Kyle Hamilton, safety out of Notre Dame. He got us drafting Arkansas wide receiver Treylon Burks and Jermaine Johnson II, edge rusher out of Florida State. Now, again, this ain't Philly Mike and this ain't the Philly Talk podcast subscribers. We gonna do that. And I can't wait to get to the comparison because people are hitting me up in my DMs. You gotta let me know who you would take. Devin Lloyd or Nakobe Dean. And I keep saying, wait, it's coming. It's coming this week, probably by Thursday or Wednesday. So let's go to the next one, Daniel Jeremiah, and we'll look at his 15th overall selection for the Eagles, and he got us taking the Purdue edge rusher, George Karlaftis. Y'all let me know how to pronounce it if you can sound it out for your boy. Junior out of Purdue. The Eagles need to add some young talent to their defensive line. Fletcher and Brandon Graham can't play forever. Duh. I mean, they are saying that there's a lot of people putting this George Karlaftis a little bit above David of Boju. Now, I can't say that per se because I know he's doing good. I know he had almost double-digit sacks. I got to look at it, though. I just think the physicality that the Michigan edge rusher brings is something that I want. I mean, spin move versatility, speed. I like it. I like it. This guy might be bigger, but we'll see. So let's go to number 16. Philadelphia Eagles will select Drake London, wide receiver out of USC. I know a lot of people see USC and they're like, no, 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 no. Michael Pittman just came out of that school and he was pretty good. We can't always think everybody's going to be Nelson Aguilar. He said London reminds me of a Mike Williams, a guy that we're looking at in free agency, coming out of Clemson. It's almost impossible to overthrow him, and he dominates 50-50 balls. Well, we definitely need that X wide receiver. I didn't want to draft a wide receiver in the first round. I thought if we touched it in the draft, it could be later because I really want to go get Mike Williams or Chris Godwin or Allen Robinson, one of these guys in free agency. We got the money. Use the capital. We need some experience in that room. Last but not least, Daniel Jeremiah got us drafting Kenyon Green, offensive guard out of Texas A&M. He's a junior. He said the Eagles will likely need to replace future Hall of Famer Jason Kelce, who's 34 and set to become a free agent. They already have his heir apparent in the building, Landon Dickerson, last year's second rounder whose move to center would create room for Green at guard position. Well, instead of drafting Lindenberg, which a lot of you guys are on board, again, a couple of these guys have him falling to us and a couple of these guys have him going before us. But if you do play Landon Dickerson there, you do get another solidification. Is that even a word? You solidify that left side that was good with Dickerson. Who knows where and how Salamalu will come back? Let me know your thoughts on Kenyon Green, offensive guard. Now we got Mel Kiper. You know, Mel Kiper's been doing this since before I was born. Let's go to his first pick, and that will be the one and only Devin Lloyd, inside linebacker out of Utah. This is both a need and a value pick, as Lloyd is coming off a tremendous season. I've compared him to Tampa Bay Buccaneers' Devin White. He's an off-ball linebacker with speed, versatility, range, and run and hit ability. He had 8 sacks and 4 picks last season. This will be a major boost to the Philadelphia's defense. Now, again, the people who've been inboxing me, Devin Lloyd over Nakobe Dean, I'm not going to let Mel Kiper sway me. I'm going to watch his best game, worst game, highlights, read some profiles. The combine tells us stuff too, right? Game tape is game tape. But can what we see in film translate to the physical things? You can't hold one over the other. If anything, game tape should take more preference. But I want to see the measurables. And the video will come out before the measurables. But when it comes to drafting, you can switch it up as many times as you want until April. Let's look at number 16. Mel Kiper has us taking Arnold Abakataiti. You already know, Philly Mike can't pronounce names. Defensive end out of Penn State. I know my guy, Philly Fresh, got to know about him. He's a big Penn State fan. The Eagles finished 31st in the league in sacks with just 29, 11 of those coming from the inside tackle duo Hargrave and Fletch. I see an edge rusher as a priority, even if 2017 first rounder Derek Barnett is a free agent this offseason. Returns. No, he's not returning. But Arnold, a transfer from Temple, is coming off a stellar season for the Nittany Lions. He had 9.5 sacks, 19 total tackles for loss, and 2 forced fumbles. He has long arms and is explosive at the snap, and he's strong enough to set the edge in the run game. I mean, Philly Fresh, what do you think? If you're watching this, Penn State fans, is he that dude? Would you draft him over a George out of Purdue or David Ojobu out of Michigan? Or is this the pick because they're off the board? We already know Hutchinson and Thibodeau are not going to be there. They're going to be in the top 3. Is this the guy that can replace Brandon Graham on the edge? Y'all let me know in the comment section. And last but not least, number 19 for Mel Kiper, Chris Olave, wide receiver out of Ohio State. This would make back-to-back drafts that the Philadelphia Eagles went wide out in round 1. Olave was a touchdown machine at Ohio State. He had 35 in 4 seasons. He's one of the best deep threats. Wow, 35 touchdowns, one of the best deep threats in this class. 6'1", he can play inside and outside. He's a player who looks better and better when you watch all of his snaps in a game. Because even if he didn't catch 10 passes, he was always open. Whoa. We know about that with Devontae Smith, and I don't know if he can truly complement him as the X-receiver, but we've seen guys like Tyreek Hill, Stephon Diggs, who are not true X's in body, stature, just tear up this league. Just tear up this league with volume catches, yak catches, just everything, right? You don't have to be the Dez Bryants or the Houston Texans to now the Arizona Cardinals. D-Hop. You don't have to be A.J. Green in his prime, Julio Jones, physically big, tall, fast, and all that. You just got to be a baller. I know we have some things we got to work on with chemistry from quarterback to wide receivers, but that's not to talk about today. Chris Olave, he got us taken at 19. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. So there it is. That's 3 draft analysis for the NFL. Some better known than others. Let me know your thoughts. Who had the best draft out of Mel Kiper, Bucky Brooks, Daniel Jeremiah, and then, of course, we're going to ask you to submit, not yet, but I'm going to give you an email to submit your mock drafts, and I'm going to pick the best mock drafts. I'm going to put them up on a community post, and somebody's going to win a cash prize. That's going to be a little closer to April. But once can't talk today. Once again, appreciate all y'all for tuning in. Leave your thoughts in the comment section because y'all know y'all drafts, y'all mock drafts, your college players. Hit this with a like button. And again, we about to get that linebacker video, Nakobe Dean versus Devin Lloyd. We out.